Garmi kadada menawa kadi kwantau idi sirumayan na kanatan na kadu-kadu na dinachong may ulay dinachamo tu kumata pagchangla muruput nanto kwatangan nyamang kajami nadui sarauda semel kananto ngai masangay ta ken adita madi semel kananta ngai dikuran I nanta lalak ta tumamani kadu mauli kan masangay kananta ngai kama nyamang kajami kadu kana kwantau ta hsue kadu no paradam kadi na chamo idi nanto kwatangan idi nanto patakesi kadi kwantau na kanatali kan saya ami kamawan jadenun au kadu kadi si太平洋 au sarau bolai kadu no amahui ulai nan to kiskamnian idina to kwanangan kana Tramolo mata au dama kadi Tramolo I amau kadi kwantau na kanatan na samonan na dui kamawan kanta I 台湾带大那mawan au amau na 南岛民族 kamata kamai kana 人类学家nan to kenkiwan I na jau na Tramolo I kamai kana pungayan telukudu da lwacha luman amian那对个买个的东南亚哦，马萨多个的马里亚纳群岛个那干哦，一定那关岛那个那达里，阿妈乌那马里亚纳群岛那马在这那一定那个那达哦，个那个那达里沙巴给乌来亚普鲁能古招那嘎杜嘎杜努哦，乌来亚四成的阿妈我招阿查莫洛哦，嘎杜伊乌来那嘎杜个嘛个买个的菲律宾那的那招哦，那的那布伦南杜鲁宾那的那招哦，乌来那日本的那韩国人啦哦，那华侨，门到大个的关岛南都历史个门到伊，pengayan个的那查莫洛那的那招伊。Melipas kadi kena 17世纪 amau na 西班牙那招伊 kadu ta teruluman misama amian da matikus kadu kana 二战 kadu kana mateng-teng ni na dipu na balakai muka marawa kadi kana daje o maduma diku-diku o iti na kwanangan kana Tramolo matai kemadu I pacepada banga-banga no o layak madida mulumusla o jaman kadi kana tan munautai salau musadu amat kamni akwanangan to pinaragan na rumala o kana Lada ban kadunui ulaya dia kaduna 二次世界大战那都你比邻一点那太平洋战争一点那历史那公园哦，干嘛都可以关岛那加拿大毛毛一点那公立大学以啊毛那关岛大学干嘛的，一点那大学以干嘛看那西元1952年你巴扎干哦，干嘛的巴达西达萨拉萨鲁达塞过哦，那都哦，卡关那达巴拉达哦，干嘛对乌来那都这个一点那都给他们念哦，乌来呀一路那都比那啥看的专业阿面的，一点那查莫洛研究课程干嘛的，哦，干什么伊啊毛那找那查莫洛一点那校长伊罗。Badi kemadu ta tematuku kadi na taksiani amahu kajam kadi na kwantau 大学 I nanto kasakaran kana dina tamasi I nanto taksian.
The two main elements of it are language and culture. The language component is the strongest component of it. So in the creation of the program, we actually implemented new Chamorro classes, advanced Chamorro classes. So for many years there was only beginning Chamorro, intermediate Chamorro, and now we have advanced Chamorro. And at the advanced stage, the student has to be writing essays and researching in the Chamorro language. And so when a student, this is a undergraduate 4-year program, a major, and so when a student finishes this program, they should be fluent in the Chamorro language, able to teach it, able to write it, able to read it, able to present in the language. And one of the final projects that a student has to do is they have to write an undergraduate thesis in the Chamorro language and then present in the Chamorro language about their thesis. So here, ulu, ulu. Okay, now let me hear, how do you say my head? Ulu. Okay, very good, very good. All right. Now, stomach. How do you say stomach? How do you say your stomach? What we see at the University of Guam is that the most popular language classes are the Chamorro language classes, which is very surprising because many people think that Japanese would be the most popular because of the tourism industry, but more students want to take Chamorro than Japanese. For many years, the Chamorro language was banned in schools. And so it wasn't until the 1970s that eventually it was taught in schools. And it did take a long time for the University of Guam to regularly offer Chamorro language and Guam history classes. But since then, we have just been building more and more, and taking advantage of the fact that many young Chamorros do not learn their culture or their language at home, but they come to the university hoping that they can learn more about it.
To ngai ta Tramolo matai o maduno o adunu makalang ta adi tamara marangai kanan to ngai o dia magajami udo tatungul kanan to ngai dia ma idina Tramolo idina 研究课程 kama o ulaya nan to parangalan idina to pawayan ama o kemarang ta maraka dina Tramolo idina to ra daman nan to taksian idina 学位 kama kama to maduno maraya ta madini sai ko kilangau o marangai o mai pau timilin kanan to ngai da Tramolo ama hukarami o maduna maradam kanan to ngai idina Tramolo na chawi kamai kanan to dikisila kanan to kwanangani ule nan to pinachipa idina Tramolo idina to warakan la tatanunan la sasanayan la idina chawi bichar mata tatawi garami manang kadikira tasyani na rumana salpunan la o na chawlak madini o maduno marada o maraya achubungta inabata sishira pataksia.
When I talk to people from other ethnic groups, indigenous ethnic groups, they're often jealous because in other places it is difficult to get the government to implement something like that. In Hawaii, not all students learn native Hawaiian. In Taiwan, not all students learn any of the native languages there. But here on Guam, we are fortunate that we have that. But the classes are not ideal because you do not meet for enough time to become fluent. But it does give students a sense of respect for the culture and for the language.
那关岛可如那个那单独师傅，可买可的个那查莫洛一定难度民族教育，可买可的个那基本教育哦，巴如可的个那高等教育哦，无来呀，个嘛的都把20多把他们，你买的米钱儿嘛是爱，那师傅跟东国这个买啥老家把人爱，你嘛个米门老大那查莫洛伊，哦，大个那基山老大中嘛个那这个买伊，那如果什么路个那东爱伊大，把不那都给啥老家，伊那把哦不来。
In Guam, Chamorros are very fortunate compared to other indigenous peoples, even the indigenous peoples in Taiwan, because Chamorros are a large enough population, and so because of that, the culture and the language are oftentimes given more respect than they are for other indigenous groups where they are a very small population. And so because of that, in the school system, for example, it is mandatory for elementary and middle school and eventually high school to take Chamorro language classes. All students, even non-Chamorro students.
一定难度，研究完看那查莫洛难度，爱伊拉哦，无来难度巴布占度，他中难度萨苏鲁丹难度爱伊看那查莫洛嘛带伊，一定难度看那爱伊萨鲁扎巴张安，哦那就什么那就买伊，无来那个度，个买看难度啦，他们家度他中老，哦无来呀，他巴布兰个嘛的呢，马上马上把他就嘛难度研究完，哦，卡住卡第3年个难度，现在卡住那个嘛难度他中来呢，个买个的那查莫洛一定难度，看那安哦巴布兰。Look, marwa mudo bus patali pencingi. Ini ni salah pajangan ini nantu dalan ada tai pingi.